And one time I saw a tiny white coffin, and it struck me as one of the saddest images I'd ever seen. So anyways, the story is about, this is just the end of the story, but at the start of the story, it's about a child. When you're a celebrity of any sort, people want things from you, especially terminally ill children. So anyways, there was a Make-A-Wish foundation, and this child wanted to come to SNL.
Natural.
And watch me throughout the week and see how an idea became a sketch. So I said, okay, that's a wonderful idea. And I talked to him at his bedside, and I got everybody else to scram, and I was saying how touched I was that he wanted to do that. And then he said, I don't want to do that. I just made that up. I haven't liked SNL since Bill Murray left. So I said, well, what do you want me for? He said, well, do you have your Canadian citizenship still? And I said, yes, I'm Canadian, And he said, well, that helps my wish. My wish is to kill a baby seal. So we took him, me and my buddy. We went to Gander, Newfoundland, where we got the services of Edward McClintock, a cod fisherman. And he took us to the flow, and we found and the boy had a terrible cough, and Edward McClintock said he's not going to make it through the North Atlantic. And I said, but his final wish, But I worried about the boy, So many pills. But I tried to entertain him. We would sit and we'd look. The sky is so beautiful and limitless when you get to these super northern places. And we'd look at the clouds, the boy and I, and we try to find figures in them, like I go, that cloud looks like a half-eaten pickle. The boy had not learned that life was about food yet. So he saw other things, he would go, look, there's a man with a beard. And I'd say, I don't see it. And he goes, wait, see where that's his mouth. And then that's his chin. I go, yes, it is a man with a beard. Right, you are. And, and I go, what about that one? It's an alligator. He go, I see this, an alligator. So we both saw an alligator, and on it went. So finally, we get to we hear the odd noise I'd never heard, and Edward McClintock said, harp seal.
Yeah.
Baby harp. So we said, oh, God, thank God, because it was getting, we've been on the sea for a couple of days. And we go, and then we heard gunshots. And Edward McClintock said, damn punks from St. John's with their revolvers. That's not how you kill a seal. And we said, well, how do you kill it? And he produced a rucksack. And out of the rucksack was this medieval-looking sort of thing. It was called a hack-a-pick.
Hack-a-pick.
And Edward McClintock gave instructions to the boy. And he said, a seal's skull is as thin as a shadow by. Strike him with this hack-a-pick directly above the eyes and watch as they go glassy. So the boy ran away. No, he didn't run away. I mean, he ran toward the
harp seal.
Toward the baby harp. And me and Edward McClintock and my buddy stood there, and he had such strength suddenly, this child, and he struck as hard as he could. The blood came out. It was so red with the white behind it, just this fountain of blood. Most of it hit the boy's face and went in his mouth, and it was almost like the life of the seal itself was transferring to the child. And then me and my friend and Edward McClintock, we just stood and watched this wicked miracle unfold. And on our way back, we were all depressed and we couldn't get the image out of our mind, except for the boy who sang gay songs. I gave him his pills and he threw them in the North Atlantic. He didn't want the pills. And we went back and a miracle had happened. The boy was free of his disease. It was it was in the New York newspapers at the time. This was about 18 years ago. And he got a small measure of fame for it, and he got to go to Gracie Mansion, and he met the mayor, and he was on the Donahue program.
Cured.
Phil Donahue program. Cured. Yeah, there were other people with him that had been cured and so forth. He didn't. It remained a secret of how he was cured, but and it was barely mentioned a year later when he was struck by a city bus and killed. So anyways...
That's... So that's where we pick up the story.
Yes, we'll pick up the story there.
Good.
Because I thought that page would be too long to read.
Yeah.